Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic. As always, we're here with the Infinite Flight World Tour, which is an extensive event which will take us around the entire world with the Boeing 757. If you want to find out more about this event without me waffling too much at the start of the stream, then head to the description and you click the link. It's literally top line of the description, you can find out more. It's a pretty cool event. We're going to travel the entire world with one single plane. Right off the bat, we would like to very quickly apologize for the server connection issues we just had there. We're on the beta server, and this is the thing. We're currently optimizing the server, right? I'm putting it to the test, which is why it's the beta server, right? And things can happen. We can run into some issues here and there, and that's exactly what just happened. So we're very, very sorry about that. Hopefully we don't run into another issue like that one. The server's been restarted, so hopefully everything's back up and running as it should be. But again, if it does happen again in this flight today on the beta server, it's not normal. It's normal. We're just testing things, right? The bottom line is, it's being tested, right? We're optimizing the server. So, in a way, we're kind of helping out as well. We're contributing towards this server being the best it can be by testing its pure limits and seeing how far it can go. Anyway, we're here at London Heathrow for leg one of the Infinite Flight World Tour. Really, really, really excited. This has been in the works now for a very long time, since October last year. And it's great. I'm very happy that it's finally here. It's going to be a super, super fun event. And of course, you don't have to join every single one of these routes at the time that we either stream them or the set time in general that we host these events. You can follow along on the Infinite Flight World Tour at your own convenience, at your own pace, so that it suits your needs. But yeah, no, it should be nice. It should be a good one. We're looking at flying time today over to Amsterdam of around, I'd say, 45 minutes at the most. Unless, of course, we get vectors on arrival, which is always... It's always likely, right, when you have an event which is this busy. And it is busy. There's very many aircraft here right now. A lot more than expected, which is great to see. Butter0, welcome to the stream. It's pretty nice, actually. It's the first stream of the year, right? first stream of 2023. What we'll do, we won't hang around for too long because, of course, we're already 15 minutes delayed into the stream due to the few issues that we had there. And I think it's happening again right now. Oh, no. Here, what we'll do, we'll just see if this comes back online in the next minute or so. If it doesn't, we might have to switch over to the normal expert server. It's annoying, I know, it's frustrating, but things happen, and this is one of them things. So, here, let me shoot Cam a message real quick to see if we can get this sorted. Hold on. We'll see if it comes back online. We'll give it a minute or so. Again, apologies for the delays that we're having here. We did hope to be airborne by now, but that's not the case. We're currently at London Heathrow. I can imagine the stream is generating quite a lot of traffic at this airport as well. So all of that combined might not be working in our favour, if we're honest. But we'll see. If it doesn't come back online, then just know that we'll pause the stream and we'll head over to a different server. This event is an all servers event, so if this one isn't working for you, then you're more than welcome to, of course, head over to the casual server, the training server, or the original beta server. Okay. Again, let's just give it 1 minute. There we go. It's back. Right, we're going to roll with it. I think what we'll do is we'll roll with it today. We'll just see if it works. And if it doesn't, then that's fine. We've tested it. We know our limits. And we can just note that down for future streams, right? Whilst this is being tested. It's been fine up until now. But again, it's being tested at the moment, so we can't really say too much. Hopefully things can get resolved from now into the future. Right, okay, airplane's fired up, it's ready to go. Again, because we had some server connection issues here, I'm pretty much ready to rock and roll as fast as we can, right? We don't want to be here for too long. The thing is, I have a feeling that once we're airborne and the traffic separates, the server will hold up a bit better. We've seen this happen before on the casual server where there's way too many aircraft in one spot at one time. So let's just try and get out of here ASAP. And again, I would like to say a massive thank you to ATC. I'm not even going to listen to the ATS because I've listened to it 100 times. I'm just going to request pushback to 27 left. I just want to say a massive thank you to ATC. Their patience and their skills are unmatched. They do a great job. And especially for today's event, we're very sorry, ATC, about the server. I know it's frustrating on your end as well, where aircraft might be disappearing and whatnot. So we appreciate your efforts there. Right, here we go then. Let's push back. Let's get out of here ASAP. Right, we'll attach the tug. Hold on, parking brake needs to be on. Attach, push. Let's get out of here. We'll start the engines really, really quickly. Beacon light can come on. We'll get this world tour underway. Again, if you'd like to find out more about the Infinite Flight World Tour, then you can head to the link which is in the top line of the description. Server's gone again. Damn it! Okay, again, we're just going to roll with it. We are just going to roll with it. We're pushing back now, but there's no turning back. We're already almost 20 minutes into the stream, so we're just going to rock with it and see if it fixes itself. I think it's going to be relatively intermittent. It'll come back here and there, so you'll get a rough gauge of where aircraft are just from that. Right, let's start engine one then. Let's see, what was he saying? I forgot what he was saying. I didn't say too much, maybe. Anyway, starting engine one. Dan, how long is the flight stay? Oliver, welcome to the stream. The flight is actually really, really short. We're covering 236 nautical miles, just hopping over the coast. It's really not too far at all. We're looking at a flight time, I would say, at the very most of around 45 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. Do you use side stick? No. We just fly just like you would. We do usually have a hand camera, but we were having a few issues with getting that working alongside the API overlay that we had running on the screen as well. So there was a few issues there. So we had to remove the hand cam overlay just for a few reasons. But hopefully that makes its way back in the future. There we go. Engine 1 started. We'll start engine 2. Just slow down this pushback here. There we go. That'll do. Hopefully the server comes back as we depart. There we go. We'll get rid of the tug there. We don't need that anymore. The flying pencil. It is, yeah. You can pull, yeah. Well, at the moment, the pull feature, which you can see on the pushback option, is currently staff only. It's being tested. It's not available. It's a feature that's tied to the for example, a staff member's account. So it's a little bit difficult to remove it from the account without making too many changes. So that's the reason why you see the pull option here on the pushback menu. Ignore that though. It's not coming soon, so don't worry about it. We're just focused on getting out of here today. Okay, so APU can be turned off. Trim can go to... Honestly, I don't think we're going to need very much trim because we're very light and the 757 is an absolute rocket. So we'll use about 10%. Flaps can go to 5. Just trying to stay updated with everything that's going on. Getting notifications everywhere. I think it's off what I scale up. I can try to scale. Okay, so quick update on the server. Cam has currently turned off the server whilst he scales it up. So hopefully that fixes a few issues there. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll just make a start. Or shall we? Should we wait for ATC? Because I can imagine it's going to be stressful for ATC when everything comes back online and all of the planes are all over the place. We'll give it... Let's see how long it's going to take. Hold on. Might be a few minutes. In the meantime, let's answer some questions. We'll just hang about for a minute here. The live server is currently offline. Hopefully it comes back on soon. Any sneak peeks? None today. Sorry. Space Pace. Yes, I remember you. What's up, Adam? 1740. We're going to Amsterdam. Ian, Happy New Year to you too. How are you? Haven't been on here in a while. Great, thank you. Welcome to the stream. How's 2023 been so far? It's been good. It's been nice. Is it mandatory to use the Infinite Flight livery? It's not. It's not mandatory to use the Infinite Flight livery on this World Tour. We're advertising it with this livery because it's Infinite Flight and it's almost like a private aircraft, right? We're taking our private 747 around the world. So you could take like a generic one and pretend it's a private jet. Or you could take the Infinite Flight one, or you could take an airline around the world. Although we'd recommend using the Infinite Flight livery or a more generic sort of livery for such an event. Because it'd be unrealistic taking a British Airways 757 around the entire world, for example. Where are you currently? Stuart, we're currently at London Heathrow. We're just waiting for the server to boot back up here. That might be a minute or so. So let's just sit tight. Hopefully it comes back on soon, right? Because I'll run out of things to talk about. Feel free to ask questions whilst we're here then. We must have a Q&A before we even get anywhere. Hi Dan, wishing you a Happy New Year. Likewise, a Happy New Year to everybody who's tuning in. It's great. This is the first stream of the year. It's nice. One of very many. Oh, right. It's looking promising. Here we go then. Right. We'll roll with it. Everyone's back. Looking good. Let's go to ground. Request taxi to 27 left. We're going to do things as quick as we can, just in case the server goes again. Let's see. Taxi to 27 left. Contact tower when ready. There we go. Okay. Awesome stuff. Cam, if you're watching the stream, by the way, thank you so much for scaling up there. Appreciate it very much. So, Dan, thoughts on how far Infinite Flight has come? No, a nice question. I think Infinite Flight has come a tremendous... it's grown a tremendous amount. It's amazing, and I personally really love to see Infinite Flight how it is today, and we wish to grow and expand more into the future, of course. I mean, as anyone would, right? It's amazing. It's great to see how far Infinite Flight's come, especially when you've been playing it since, like, when it was released ages ago. It's like something like 2012. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Golf Mike Juliet Papa is... MJP! Oh, it's MJP! Currently first in line here for departure. What are you using to run the game? We're currently... this is being streamed from an iPad Pro. We'll quickly hold here. We'll let MJP go. And then we'll just fire off next to get out of here as soon as possible. For the sake of the stream as well, and it's not too interesting when we sit here on the ground forever, right? So... we'll try and get out of here ASAP. I think both... yeah, traffic's being split to both runways. We actually have a look... I mean, you can't see this on the stream. But I'm looking at live flight at the moment, and the traffic for all servers looks absolutely insane. I can't even count. Like, we'll have to try and pull this data from the server or something. But they're well over 100, maybe even 200 pilots right now across all servers, maybe even more than that. It's incredible. Thank you all very much for making this first leg a success, right? I need to take a photo of this on my phone because it looks pretty cool. There we go. Just take a photo of that real quick. There we go. I need to zoom in. Hold on. I know you can't see what I'm doing, and it sounds very, very weird. Right. Here. There we go. Right. Harry said, "Hey Dan, when's the next stream on your channel?" Harry, good question. There aren't any planned. I'll be honest with you, there aren't any planned, and I don't plan on doing any anytime soon, unfortunately. Don't really have the time on my hands for it. When's the pro giveaway? We can do a subscription giveaway in this stream for sure. Of course, it's the first leg of the world tour, so we're happy to do a giveaway at some point. We'll do it once we're airborne, because by the time we're at our cruising altitude, it'll be time to descend again. So we'll give away a month subscription once we are up in the air. Can I escort? You're welcome to escort, yeah. Again, whilst we're hanging about here, we might as well quickly talk about the world tour itself. If you'd like to find out more about it, links in the description. Essentially what we're doing is flying around the entire world with the 757 only. We're going to see some cool places, fly to some small airports and relatively large airports along the way. Some of the flights will, of course, be streamed. Not all of them, because that would be quite a task. But yeah, some of them will be streamed, and it'll be great. It'll be great to, of course, explore the world along the way with the 757. And the reason why we chose the 757 is because it's powerful, it's versatile. I mean, it can fit into small places as well. It's sort of like a mid-sized aircraft. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It has some good long-range capabilities as well for the longer flights that we have planned later on in the event. If you are, of course, joining this event, if you do intend on joining this event, then click the link in the top line of the description and register, sign up to the event today. And even if you only intend on joining maybe 1 or 2 flights, that still counts as attending the World Tour event. So just so that we can gather, how many attendees the event has had itself, please do register today. All you need is your Infinite Flight forum username, and that is it. So far we have, it's pretty crazy, so far there's 625 sign-ups for this event. It's pretty incredible, so thank you all very much for, right off the bat, making it a success. Right. I can't join because I'm grade 1. You can indeed. You can also do this flight on the casual server. This is an all servers event, so you don't necessarily have to be an expert server pilot. You can follow along on any server that you wish to, whether that be casual, training, whatever. Dark Serpent Gaming, member for 5 months. What's up? Welcome. Yes, we're currently at Heathrow waiting to take off. It's very busy at the moment. Hopefully we can get out of here as soon as possible. We've been on the ground now for 28 minutes. So it would be ideal to really get going. It would be ideal to get going. What's happening? We're currently waiting for departure at London Heathrow. Just call me what? Dark Surfer Game? I can't pronounce that, I'm sorry. What's the cruising altitude? We'll be at 230 today, 23,000 feet. Dan, will the next World Tour flight be next week? Yes, so Ricky's Aviation, and to everyone wondering and watching, and everyone who's, of course, participating in this event, next week, at the moment, there are 3 World Tour flights planned. So just keep your eyes peeled on our social media and the community forum as well, specifically the thread itself for the next set of routes and all of the information that you need to know. I'm going to roll forwards here. Departure's very slow at the moment. The airport is very busy. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe we're a bit too close. Yeah, the airport's very busy. Take a look right now. I mean, look at this. All of these planes. And that's just the beta server.
Bravo. Ready to taxi to runway 27 left with information.
That is
Bravo.
just the beta server. Yeah, so Ricky's Aviation, building onto the question which you just asked, will eventually ramp up. I mean, it's not going to be a very, it's going to be like an infrequent amount of flights. 1 week it might be 2, 1 week it might be 5 World Tour flights. It really depends on, of course, my availability to lead the flights as well, and streams, and balancing this event alongside other official events and community events as well. So it's quite a lot to try and plan and pack in, but we'll try our best. But at the most, you'll see around, at the very most, 5 World Tour routes a week. That's what we aim to ramp it up to eventually. There might be more than 1 flight in a day as well. Week 3, at the moment, I believe there are 2 flights in 1 day planned, so that'll be a 5-flight week as well.
November 17 Tango Kilo. Ready to taxi to runway 27 right with information. Bravo.
London Heathrow ground. Emirates 213 heavy. Ready to taxi to runway 27 right.
London Heathrow ground. Speed 74. Ready to taxi with information.
Scoot season Gatwick route. Oh, no way. Hadi, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Just, currently approaching Amsterdam. Very bumpy flight. It's bumpy. That's not what we like to hear with a 757.
Speedbird 776. Taxi to runway 27 left. Contact tower when ready.
What's going on here? There's a lot of waiting around.
November 308 Charlie Romeo. Pushback approved. Emirates 6079 heavy. American 22.
There we go. Okay.
Taxi to runway 27 left. Contact tower when ready.
London Heathrow ground. Air France 1021. Ready for pushback with information. Bravo.
Speedbird 914.
So MJP's going. I think ATC were trying to get a visual of pretty much every aircraft, just to get a general understanding of how they're going to pick apart all of these airplanes. Let's hold short then. Again, huge props to ATC. I couldn't do it myself. It's a stressful thing to do. I can tell you that much. Right. Okay. Let's request departure. 27 left. Wait, hold on, that was taxi. We need to go over to... there's no tower. Okay, so it looks like we're having a few issues here. We've got Heathrow radio.
Charlie 3 India Alpha November. Viper 1 Alpha. Hold position.
So we'll just wait. Just a moment here. Oh, whoa. Sort of all over the place. Tower's online. Well, what's going on there? Tower's online. Let's request departure. 27 left. Departing east. Send. Let's go. There we go. Let's do it. Clear takeoff. Right. Let's do it then. Landing lights, strobe lights. It's apparently very bumpy on this flight, so we'll soon find out about that.
London Heathrow Tower, General 101, ready for departure at runway 27 left.
Let's get out of here. Let's make a start to the World Tour event. We'll be airborne within like 5 seconds. We're so light. We're so unbelievably light. Right, let's do it then. I'm going to take off in the HUD view today because why not? It's 31 knots. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's quite windy. Quickly calibrate. Use around 80 something percent. Ah, the wind! It's really veering us off the runway. Let's just start to rotate now. Wow, it is windy. Yeah, caution to everyone right now. The winds are insane. You need a lot of right rudder on that takeoff. A lot of it. Like, I mean a lot. A lot of right rudder. I did not expect that. There's 1,000. Let's go 85% N1. Really bumpy. Really, really bumpy. Wow. Over to London Centre. And we'll check in IFR. And we'll start to follow that flight plan. Radar contact.
Descending via Rep 1 Alpha arrival. Royal Nepal 410.
Okay, the winds have calmed down a tad. LNAV's on. We're climbing like an absolute rocket right now. Let's lower that vertical speed. Flaps can come up. It's looking busy back there. Well, hey, at least the server is holding up. Touch wood, right? Jinko, member for 3 months. Hello, Dan. How are you? I am great. Thank you very much for asking. How are you? How was your New Year's? Yeah, definitely expect to use a lot of right rudder on that departure. We're already at 7,000 feet. 41 knots of wind. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Currently at 250 knots. I think let's just bank a bit harder here, right? Just so that we can follow our flight plan. It's quite a sharp turn. Maybe we're a bit too fast. Average wind at London. Yeah, it's been windy recently, actually. Aviation X, what's up? You know, you missed nothing but a bad takeoff. Okay, look, that's looking better. 10,000 feet then. Dan's a bit rusty from flying. Yeah, I haven't flown in ages. So my skills are rusty. Right, okay. We really don't need to be climbing this fast. I mean, that was a very tight turn. Definitely took that one a bit quick. Activate that one then and turn LNAV on. Let the autopilot do its thing. Landing lights can be turned off. Don't need those anymore. Right, and we are en route to Amsterdam. Finally. Finally. I mean, look ahead of us right now. All of the airplane dots. Pretty crazy stuff. Heathrow's down there to our right. Looking incredibly busy. If you are joining this event, I think one thing to note actually throughout this event, and it's Liv's in the chat. What's up, Liv? One thing to note, like in general for the World Tour, is that there are going to be delays, I think, more or less throughout the entire thing if you fly specifically during the event hours. If you are doing it at your own pace, then you'll be absolutely fine. You'll miss all of this crazy traffic, which you might actually prefer. But yeah, if you're flying in event hours like this, especially, I mean, we can't really speak too much on non-streamed hours because we don't know what the turnout of those is going to be just yet. We'll be able to find that out soon once we complete a few more legs. But yeah, if you're joining these events, these streamed events, then of course always expect delays. It's the inevitable that that's going to be the turnout. So we're going to be most likely landing at Amsterdam whilst a lot of you are still waiting for departure at Heathrow. That's just how it is. Let's speed up then. Speed up to 280 knots. Yeah, lives in Mumbai at the moment, actually. She's currently in Mumbai. Almost at 280. There it is. Nick Masterson said, it's always best to take a bit more fuel on board your plane in case you are delayed. Exactly. And I think today was a really good example of that. You were burning fuel on the ground, of course, waiting for departure. And then, in addition to that, if you receive vectors on arrival to whatever airport you're flying into, you might burn a fair amount of fuel. So it's always good to always pack a bit of extra fuel just in case. Harsh is from Mumbai. What's up? Well, hello from the UK. What's going on? Southwest 2115. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Have you seen BA's new uniform? Yes, I have.
November 752 Lima Foxtrot. Requesting descent F1 Alpha arrival.
Okay. I'm just going to have another look at all server traffic here on live flight. It looks absolutely incredible. It looks insane. Let's take photos of this. It's just nuts. If you want to have a look at all server traffic, go to live flight app on Google, and you can see all of the traffic right now. I think there's actually more traffic. I know, I spoke too soon. There's a little bit less traffic on the normal expert server, but there's still tons, like there's still loads going on. And on the training server, which is nice to see. There we go, we're almost at our cruising altitude then. I can see Southwest 2115 down to our left at London Stansted, I believe. Looks like we've got an escort coming in, the F-18. There we go then. At the moment, it's saying we're going to arrive in... Oh, wait, hold on a minute. You need to do... Where's the... There we go. 26 minutes. VNAV is in 12 minutes. So, again, it's going to be a really, really quick one. But it's ideal as well. The reason why we've purposely tried to keep the route short for the World Tour event, so that it's easier. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, shorter events are easier to join and to plan around your personal time. If we were to host a 12-hour flight, the likelihood of you being able to join it's relatively slim. Whereas if we were to host a 1-hour flight or a 2-hour flight, you might be able to make some time for that. So that's why we've tried to keep things relatively short. And I think what's nice as well is that it allows you to see different places along the way. Rather than just flying straight over loads of airports, we can stop at many more down route, which is nice.
Roger. Avianca 043 Victor Alpha.
Jamie just looked at himself on the app. MJP just had... Sorry. I'm still recovering from a cold. MJP is saying 13 miles ahead. It shows me as I'm connected to the server, but I can't see any other planes. Again, actually, it's probably a good talking point whilst we're airborne. Just very quickly, if you're having server connection issues, don't worry. Specifically on the beta server, do not worry about it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the beta server. We're optimizing the server as we speak, and we're trying to make it the best it can be. And a way of doing that is by driving lots of traffic to the beta server to really test it out. And that's the purpose of a beta server, right? And in beta, things break. That's what beta's about, right? So if you are on the server and you experience some issues, then just know that it's normal. And if you're experiencing any other issues on other servers, then no need to fear. It should come back online relatively soon. And if it doesn't, try restarting your device and the app. So much traffic, I had to turn down the graphics. yeah. Oh, look! Infinite Finland is above us in the F-18. Nice escort there. Let's go on the outside of the plane.
London Centre, Delta 9757, give you a 2000. London Centre, Air India 757.
let's see what's going on. What I'll do in the meantime is set up the giveaway so that that's ready to go. Again, if you're just joining and you're like, oh, giveaway, we're going to do a month subscription on today's stream, and you could be the lucky winner. So hold tight. We'll roll with it soon. We'll do the giveaway in about 5 minutes' time. The standard keyword giveaway. How high are you flying, Chris? We're currently at 23,000 feet.
Roger, Delta 9757.
Please tell me what to do after completing the landing at Amsterdam. Once you've landed at Amsterdam, park anywhere, go find a parking spot, and wrap up your flight if you wish to do so. Or you could even start the next leg if you really wish to do so. You can get ahead of the game and fly ahead in your own time. But once you've finished the first leg of the World Tour, that's it. There's nothing to do from there. You just have to sit tight and wait for the next set of routes, which will be released every single Monday. That's every Monday. Keep your eyes peeled on our social media platforms, and of course keep your eyes peeled on the main thread on the forum itself, where you'll be able to find all of the information that you really need to know. All of the information. Keyword World Tour. It isn't. The keyword isn't World Tour, actually. Be surprised. Let's have a look at the map right now. Looking good. Looking good. Lovely turnout indeed. Team DAC founder, don't worry, not too late. We've only been airborne for about 12 minutes, so I mean, to be fair, that's halfway through the flight at this rate. But will there be any? Let me say that again. Will there be any long hauls for the world, or just short, medium? There won't be any long hauls. There won't be any long hauls for the. I think the longest flight that we have for the world tour is around like 6.5 hours. So it's mostly short to mid-haul flights. Anything exciting coming to Infra Flight this year, Dan? I guess you'll have to wait and see. I can't say much, obviously, like usual. But this is brilliant. I mean, it's great to be back with the first stream of the year, and it's great to see such a high number as well. It's amazing to start the year off good. Start the year off the right way, right? I'm curious, can we exit the game after we land? The next flight is next week. Yeah, absolutely. So don't worry about it. Again, once you land, once you finish the first leg of the world tour, you can quit Infinite Flight, or you can do another flight. You can fly wherever you want, really. It's entirely up to you. And then the next set of routes will be released to you all on Monday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Every Monday, we will release the next set of world tour routes. Can we expect Cord in 20.9? There's no such thing as 20.9. No, we're not in 2020 anymore. When's the reworked A380 coming out? It hasn't entered development just yet, so again, we can't. It's not going anywhere at the minute, so we can't really speak too much about it. There's nothing to talk about. When will you be flying the next leg? Again, you'll find out everything about the next set of routes on Monday. At the moment, the current plan is, I want to say Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see. I need to double check on that. It's all up in the air. There's a lot of planning that's constantly going on behind the scenes to make sure this event is feasible. So just keep your eyes peeled again on social media and the thread itself. Team DAC founder, yes, of course, you can join the next leg. You're welcome to join any of them. Again, if you're intending on joining the World Tour event, head to the link that's in the top line of the description and sign up today. IF England, welcome. Do you fly to Morocco? No, so if you would like to see a full map and list of routes for the World Tour, then again, head to the link in the top line of the description. We're not flying to like every single country in the world. That would understandably take a very long time. We're estimating that this event in particular will take maybe just over 2 months to complete, which is quite a long period of time, whilst also balancing, you know, community events and other official events alongside this one. But that's not to say that we won't do a part 2 to the World Tour. Of course, we're exploring certain areas of the world on this event. Maybe in the future we can do a part 2 and explore the other places which we totally missed on the first one. It'll be a nice series to maybe even start up. So, who would like to see, just actually curious, who would like to see like a part 2 and whatever? Like, who would like to see more of these? Because it's quite a big event. The original intent wasn't to do parts, but there seems to be a high demand for it and a really, really good turnout initially when we first announced this event. So, how much progress have you made on Cord? None over the holidays, none, but it's nearly done. It's nearly done. Yeah, part 2 could be the opposite direction from east to west. It's a good idea. Fighting those headwinds the whole way, though. London Centre is now closed. Good day. There we go. Well, thank you so much to Maxim Flying for the service there. There we go, then. We'll tune out. We're currently 2 minutes away from the top of descent, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do the giveaway then. If you'd like a chance at winning 1 month to Infinite Flight Pro, all you have to do is type 757 into the chat. $757 in the chat. And a pro subscription could be yours. Amsterdam's looking busy in the distance. Land ahoy. Currently 54 entries into the giveaway. Chat is going wild. Again, if you are just joining the stream and you're wondering why everybody's spamming 757 into the chat, 2 reasons. 1, because it's the plane we're using for the entire World Tour series, and 2, it's the keyword for the giveaway. So if you'd like to potentially win, you know, enter a giveaway here, you could win a month to Infinite Flight Pro, which is pretty cool. Then all you have to do is type 757 into the chat. I have to say it because I say it all the time. I know people don't really understand this, but if you are entering the giveaway, please sit tight. Don't click off the stream, because if you do win the prize and you're not here to claim it, we'll have to give it to somebody else. I know. We say it on every single stream. We have to say it because it happens. Even when we say it happens. But it just reduces the chance, I guess. There we go. Craig, Happy New Year to you too. Descending in 5 nautical miles. We are almost there. Just like that. 14 minutes away. Escorts are going wild. Can you count how many escorts you have? I don't want to know. Looks like we have 4. With the Speedbird plane 1 mile ahead. We'll land with the HUD view today again as well. I'm just doing that by choice because we usually do a poll, but I'm in the mood to land with the HUD. We haven't done it in forever on a stream, so we'll just roll with that. 89 entries. Let's see if we can get to 100. Right now, we are giving away a free subscription to Infinite Flight Pro. That's literally it. If we want it, enter. Simple as that. All we have to do is type 757 into the chat. Hey, Dan, what's your Wi-Fi speed? I believe my Wi-Fi speed is not the best and it's not the worst. It's sort of mid. It's like 310, 320 something download, and 110 up. Right, 96. We'll roll it when it gets to 100. If it gets to 100. If it doesn't get to 100, we won't roll it. How's the music, by the way? Can you hear that okay? Didn't really ask that when we started off because we was trying to deal with the server issues we had going on. You get 300 download, I get 120. 120 is still good. Music's good. Okay, awesome. Glad to hear it. Right, we've hit 101 entries for the giveaway. Here we go, then we'll roll it in 3, 2, 1. The winner is Momco1. Congratulations on winning a month to Infinite Flight Pro. If you're still here, say hello. Let us know if you're still here, and then we can discuss the next steps from there on. Need to also focus. We're at 19,000 feet. I'm here still. Awesome. That's great to hear. Okay, so Momco, first question: do you have an Infinite Flight forum account? If you do, could you provide us with your forum username in the chat? If you don't have a forum account, then you can alternatively provide us with an Instagram name or a Discord name with the hashtag and the numbers that follows after that. And if you want a forum account, then it's free to sign up. Just head to community.infiniteflight.com. Captain Habibi, what's up? Okay, Momco. Just waiting on your response here. Fred Pilot, what's going on? He said A351. A351. Momco, can you just confirm that that's your forum username? I can double check that right now. Let's have a look. Community. Okay, joined 2 days ago. Okay, yeah, it looks to me that this is legit. Okay, this is your account. Lovely stuff. Okay, well, with that being said, thank you very much for providing us with your forum name. We will get in touch with you when the stream ends. How do I make a forum account? Head to community.infiniteflight.com, hit login, and then it should give you the option to create an account. Login or create an account, and you can just create a free account. Yeah, the community forum is a pretty nice place because that's where a lot of the things happen, particularly official events like flash flights and whatever. You can see like the full event details. They're always posted over there. Alright, mate, just on Infinite Flight. Took the bullet and got the pro version. Super game. Astro Tom UK, glad you enjoy it. Welcome to Infinite Flight. Okay, right. Yeah, the expert server's getting some nice testing. Definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of data to work with. Right, let's see then. I think we can... Which one do we contact? That's the question. Let's have a look.
Alpha
Oh, there we go. There's an on-guard warning. Over to skip and approach on 137 decimal... 131.15, sorry. There we go. Right, request approach. Thank you so much. And then... We want to go to... What's the runway we want? 18 center. ILS. Had a brain fart then.
Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie. Continuous file. Expect the ILS approach runway Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Continuous file to expect the ILS approach 18 center at Amsterdam. There we go. Okay, awesome. That's what we like to hear. Hassan, welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you in a while.
Victory 001 flight of 2. Radar contact. Golf Mike India Kilo Echo. You're in an active airspace. Please
there's something wrong with the frequency. I can't hear anything. Hop into your infinite flight settings and see if your see what your audio levels are. ATC might be turned all the way down, maybe even by accident. So see if you can turn that back up.
With you at 6,800. Golf Mike India Kilo Echo. Do not exceed 270 knots.
Will you do another live flight with Turkish Airlines? Potentially in the future, yes. When the ATC schedule aligns with a flash flight plan, for example, and if we choose to use that airline in particular, then yeah, we can feature it. Dan, would you say Concorde would be a good addition to the infinite flight fleet? Personally, I think it'd be pretty cool. Pretty fun. How do you follow flight plan? We do have a few tutorials on how to do so here on the channel. You can also search, I mean, I've made one on my personal channel, how to create a flight plan. Search it into YouTube and you'll get a relatively decent tutorial pop up. To generate a flight plan, you can use sites with the likes of FPL to IF. What else? SimBrief. Hold on, we need to slow down here. Yeah, apparently it's really windy at Amsterdam, so let's just expect it. It's probably going to be a very terrible landing. It is what it is. We need to start slowing down to 250 knots as we break through 10,000 feet. There it is. Right, VNAV. Enable that again. Landing lights coming on. How are we looking for traffic around us? Pretty good. The only traffic we have in front of us are escorts, which are fine. And the live server is disconnected. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Are you the owner of Infinite Flight? No, I'm not. If you're new around here, you're wondering who I am. Hi, I'm Dan. I focus on community engagement here at Infinite Flight, such as creating events, social media, TikToks, which actually, speaking of TikTok, we just hit 100,000 followers over there. That's amazing. Thank you all very much for that. If you haven't explored our TikTok account just yet, then be sure to head over there, over to Amsterdam Radar on 120.55. We'll send and switch and we'll check in. Yeah, 100,000. That was yesterday. Yesterday we hit that. That was great. That was a nice feeling. Dan, you have one violation. I do actually. Yeah, I have one violation, and I can't remember. I could probably pull up why I got the violation. It was definitely like a like an auto one.
Golf Mike Juliet Papa. Turn right heading 090.
I was most likely overspeeding or done something wrong. What's the next leg? I mean, next flight. Oh, hold on a minute. What did ATC say? radar contact. If you'd like to find out the next set of legs, you can of course visit the thread on the forum, which is the first line of the description. You'll be able to see like leg 1 to all the way to 43, but of course you won't know when they're coming. So stay tuned on our social media channels, specifically like Instagram, for example, on our stories, where we'll every Monday share with you and publish the next set of routes for that week.
Dutchbird 928 Heavy. Contact Schiphol arrival on 131.15.
Hopefully that sounded fine.
131.15. Dutchbird 928 Heavy.
Hopefully I got that across. I feel like I've said it so many times now.
Speedbird 2474. Do not exceed 200 knots.
Do not exceed 200 knots. Golf Mike Juliet Papa.
Okay, what's going on then? 7,000 feet. Amsterdam is literally right there. We'll land on 18 center, vacate to the left, and find somewhere to park. That plane is falling out of the sky. That was very sus. And again, and again. Oh, whoop, whoop. Very sus. Oh. I have been them pulling some spooky tricks there.
Maintain 4,000. Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Clear Knowles runway
F-22.
Golf Mike Juliet Papa.
Love the escorts on this flight. The wings just fell off that plane, basically. Just fell like a rock.
Amsterdam radar. Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie. With you at 7,500.
Right, we're currently 5 minutes away.
Victor Alpha is 22
So very soon, we'll go sterile cockpit and I'll focus on the landing. Once we turn final. Really, really close. I'm going to tune the ILS for 18 center. Runways 18 center, set nav 1. Now we're ready to rock and roll with our landing. How many legs today? Jeremy, we're only doing one. There's only one leg to kick off this event this week, and that's today, of course. And then we'll do it, not exceed 200 knots. Slow down a bit here. Then, of course, next week we'll ramp it up to 3. The week after that's 3, and then after that's like 5. Still sort of in the air at the moment. We need to make a solid plan. But again, that's why you just need to stay tuned on the thread itself and social media, so that you can find out at the beginning of each week what the routes are for that week. I cannot stress that enough. Because we can't flood social media with posts every day of when we're flying, because we have to post about other things, for example. So at the beginning of each week, every Monday, you'll see a post explaining the next set of routes. Right, let's see then. Turn left 090, down to 4,000. Which is 500 feet below us now. 500 feet to go. It's actually a nice livery, the 7.5 Infinite Flight livery. I like it. I can imagine, I mean, I hate to say it, but I feel like we might experience some issues with the server once we land as well, because there'll be so many aircraft in one particular location. Hopefully that's not the case. It looks relatively calm at the moment, so we'll see. Aviation AB, what's up? Turn right 150, descend and maintain 4,000. Establishing the localizer, cleared ILS 18 center. Cool. Right, let's turn to 150. Going to land in this view today. Aviator Moyne YT, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, don't forget to put the landing gear down. The last time we streamed with a 757, we totally forgot to put the gear down. So. Right, use flaps 5. We are almost there, everyone. Going in behind MJP. Do you use APPR? Rarely. Rarely use APPR. Speaking of which, we need to set our source to nav 1.
Descend and
I
maintain
forgot to turn on the
3000.
localizer
Call
because I
flight
didn't set it
India
to nav 1,
Echo.
but that's
Turn
fine.
left heading 080.
We'll just
Descend
realign
and
here.
maintain 4000. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Turn right.
Turn right heading 210.
Down to 3000. This is why we need to be sterile cockpit. So from here on, I'm going to just focus now on the landing.
Minus runway 18 center. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Avianca 043
Start slowing down. We'll go to about 160.
nautical miles north of Langefeld at 5,200 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 18 center at Amsterdam Schiphol. Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie. Turn right heading 210. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 18 center
It's
approach.
very, very windy.
Bravo Uniform Charlie Kilo is 18 nautical miles north of Langefeld at 7,300 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 18 right at Amsterdam Schiphol. New Zealand 2094.
Very windy.
Turn right heading
39 knot
090.
headwind right now.
Avianca 043 Victor Alpha.
Ground speed of
Turn left
130
heading
knots.
070. Descend and maintain 4000. Charlie 3 India Alpha November is 16 nautical miles southwest of Dakar at 4000.
Over to Tower on 118.10.
Contact Amsterdam
Send a switch.
Schiphol Tower on 118.1.
Dutch bird
Call inbound, landing on the ILS, 18 center.
Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established.
Disconnect
on
the autopilot soon.
Cleared ILS runway 18 center approach.
Contacting Amsterdam Schiphol Tower on
Number 3 traffic to follow is on final.
Number 3.
Um,
Traffic on final. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
there we go, autopilot's off.
Runway 18 center. Clear to land. Yankee Alpha Foxtrot Lima Yankee. Wind
Runway in sight.
10 at 20. Runway 24. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24. Yankee Alpha Foxtrot Lima Yankee.
Wow, it's windy. It definitely is really windy. I think this is going to be an absolutely terrible landing. Just a heads up. Number 3 clear to land.
Runway 18 center. Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Really light. We won't use full flaps for landing.
Amsterdam
Because of
Schiphol
how light
Tower.
we are.
Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie. Inbound on the ILS runway 18 center.
Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie. Number 3. Traffic to follow is on final.
Alright, time to focus.
Mind the traffic on final. Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie.
Golf Mike Juliet.
Flaps 25. Gears coming down.
Contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Welcome. Golf Mike Juliet Papa.
This is going to be an absolutely terrible. I can just tell from a mile off. We're going 100 knots right now. Ground speed.
Golf Alpha Lima Echo
100 knots in a 757. 37 knot headwind. That's intense.
Number 3. Clear to land. Runway 18 center. Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie.
Amsterdam Schiphol Tower. New Zealand 20.
If Tower says report airport in sight, then you have to report airport in sight, basically.
Inbound for landing. Steamer 2474.
Alright, shifting to a 21 knot headwind, 20 knot headwind. Just calming down a bit.
2474.
Golf Mike India Kilo Echo. Number 3. Traffic to follow is on final. New Zealand 2094. Number 1. Runway 18 right. Clear to land. Number 1. Clear to land. Runway 18 right.
Alright, I'm gonna focus now.
Victory 001 flight on 2. When able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Wilco. Victory 001 flight on 2. Thank you. Good day. Golf Mike Juliet Papa. Royal Nepal 251. Contact Amsterdam Schiphol ground on 121.7.
Contacting Amsterdam Schiphol ground on 121.7, Royal Nepal 251.
Golf Mike India Kilo Echo. Number 3. Runway 18 center. Clear to land.
Number 3, clear to land, runway 18 center, Golf Mike India Kilo Echo.
Direct 20 knot headwind.
2094. Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final. New Zealand 2094.
There's an aircraft trolling on the runway. I can see it just ahead.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Mike Charlie. Inbound on the ILS runway 18 right.
500.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Mike Charlie. Number 2.
There we go.
Runway
Right.
400.
Continue.
Clear to land.
Amsterdam Schiphol Tower. Golf Bravo Uniform Charlie Kilo is 11 nautical miles to the north at 3,500 feet. Inbound for landing. Number 2. Clear to land. Runway 18 right. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Mike Charlie.
Amsterdam Schiphol Tower, Dutch Bird 92.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Make right
No,
traffic
I'm not
runway
going around.
18
There's nothing on the runway.
New Zealand 2094 is on final runway 18 right.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, yes! That was a good landing.
Golf Bravo Uniform Charlie Kilo. Number 2. Runway
Yes, very nice. I'm happy with that one. Not bad. Yeah, that was good.
Clear to land.
There we go.
Runway 18 center.
Lovely stuff. Let's vacate to the
Bravo
left.
Uniform Charlie Kilo.
Avianca 043 Victor Alpha. Adjust speed to
That
follow
was a
aircraft
beautiful land. That was really smooth.
Adjust speed to follow aircraft.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. When able, turn left and contact ground. Please expedite.
There we go.
Final.
Wilco, Alpha Victor,
That was nice.
Alpha November.
Right, over to ground. Request taxi to parking. There we go. Right.
Ground, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November, request taxi to parking.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha
There we go. Then
November.
taxi to parking at your discretion.
Taxi to parking. At
What
your
we'll do
discretion.
is we'll turn our landing lights off here. APU can be fired up in just a moment. We're going to loop around. How long will the world tour take? At the very most, I think around 2.5 months, something like that, with other official events in mind. Apologies to the tower controller there for
Request taxi to parking.
completely disregarding your go around. There's nothing on the runway, so I continued.
Taxi to parking. At your
It's
discretion.
just some folks being silly with fighter jets, which is expected. Right, here we go then. Taxi into parking. Trim can go to neutral. APU can be fired up. We'll taxi to parking. I'm really happy with how that went, actually. For the first flight, although we had some server issues at the beginning, they seem to have sort of been fixed now, which is nice. And sure, what's up? Which app do you use to screen record? I'll stop the screen from timing out. Sorry, on long-haul flights. The screen shouldn't time out on long-haul flights at all. What device are you playing on? Can we get a replay of the landing? Yes, of course. We'll pause the stream soon and then we'll go and watch the landing.
Amsterdam Schiphol ground. Golf Alpha
That was
Lima
quite a
Echo
nice one.
Charlie.
Yeah,
Request
watch the
taxi
replay
to
very
parking.
soon.
Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to taxi ahead
At your
and then
discretion.
push back
Taxi
into a parking spot.
Golf Alpha Lima Echo Charlie.
Just a heads up to the aircraft around me. Because this this particular spot that we're going to park in, you taxi out of.
Ground, Golf Mike India Kilo Echo, request taxi to parking.
Golf Taxi to
Actually, do you know what? No, no, no.
At your
I've got an idea.
discretion.
I've got an idea.
Taxi into parking.
Instead of pushing back,
India
we'll
Field.
taxi into the ramp
Amsterdam Schiphol ground.
and turn around like a London City style parking.
Request taxi to parking.
New Zealand 2094. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
We'll loop it around to that centre line there.
Amsterdam Schiphol ground. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha
we go then.
Mike Charlie. Request taxi to parking.
Taxiing to parking. New Zealand 2094.
Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Mike Charlie. Taxi to parking. At your discretion. Taxiing to parking. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Mike Charlie.
I'll bring to a stop. Right on the line. I'll do. Right. Let's shut it down. Turn off those engines. Definitely a professional parking on stand. Yeah. We sort of winged it there. Right. With that being said, that completes the first leg of the Infinite Flight World Tour. What we'll do now is we'll pause the stream and then come back to watch the replay in just a moment. So stand by for less than 10 seconds. Right, here we go then. Let's see what the landing was like. We definitely winged it. That was a pun intended there, Dan. Yeah, maybe not. That was 10 seconds exactly. Did someone time it? Was it 10 seconds? Hopefully we can jump into the replay mode soon enough. Dan, I have a question. Go for it. If it's reasonable, I'll try my best to answer it. Hassan, thank you very much. It wasn't a bad landing. Watch it again in just a moment. Let's get the channel members up here in the meantime, so that we can do some shout outs. Thank you, Dan, for this event. It was fun escorting you. You're more than welcome. This event isn't over yet. Of course, it's going to go on for at least another month or two yet. So definitely check back on social media for future routes. Right, let me quickly give a shout out. We'll get the members ready for a shout out. That is, give a shout out to our captains and super fans. Let's watch that landing real quick. Yeah, no, Craig, we skipped the takeoff. That's, we don't watch the takeoff. That was something else. We didn't take off. It took off itself. It was autopilot takeoff. Right. Let's see. Wait for the airport to load in. Hopefully it does. There we go. His NASA rocket takeoff. It was NASA rocket, yeah. The next leg will be Amsterdam to Venice Marco Polo. The one after that will be Venice to Athens, then Athens to Cairo. So stay tuned for those. Again, on the thread and across our social media platforms. Right.
Number 2, clear to land. Runway 18 right. Charlie Foxtrot Alpha Mike Charlie. Amsterdam Schiphol Tower, Dutch.
Let's see then. How did we do? Let's find out. We'll find out after the break. Psych, obviously, right? It's just a joke. Here we go. Here we go then. Oh. Oh, yeah. That was nice. That was, to be fair, that was probably my best landing in the 757. That really wasn't bad. Let's watch that again. Oh, yes. I will take that. That was very nice. That was very nice. Here, let's watch from the tower. This airport is so cool. Where are we? We're over here. Oh, it was perfect. It was actually, like, very perfect. I like that very much. We'll skip back 30 seconds and give a shout out to our captains and superfans: Lucas, Jason Lee, Captain Sky Marshal, Simon Weber, Dark Serpent Gaming, Grab, Not Cabinet, Jinko, Chris Wing, Adam, Nick Masterson, Tyler Flake, Gonzo, Fonzo47, Aviator Griff, Eli, Butter Zero, Josh K, Golf Hotel Alpha Zulu Bravo, and Crazy Bee. Right, with that being said, oh, look at that landing. That was really good. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a blast, and what a brilliant way to, of course, start the Infinite Flight World Tour. If you're interested, head to the link in the description and register today, where you can find out more information on this event. It's going to be a fun one, and it's going to be a long one. So like I've said a million times, just stay tuned across our social media to find out the next set of routes and when they will take place. Yeah, what can I say? Happy New Year, everyone. It's been a blast. Enjoy the rest of the event. I know that some of you are most likely still departing London Heathrow, so hopefully you make it to Amsterdam just fine, and hopefully the server doesn't break for you like it did at the start of the stream. Anyway, with that being said, have an amazing weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Keep the dirty side down, and we will see you in the next one. Good night.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.